No good indeed. So let me put this in context. If FTX was the biggest exchange to fall, Genesis, the biggest lender, Silvergate, may now represent the potential failure of the banking.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joven, and TONIC fam, Crow fam, I am back with some more bullish content for you guys in this video. TONIC sitting at $20.8 million in market cap. What was the recent cause for this dump that we had in Bitcoin and Crow and TONIC? I literally just did my research and found out there was a insolvency that took place called from a company called Silvergate, and we have a video right here. We're gonna go through it, and once again we see projects continuously falling because of the market conditions that we have, the worst market conditions. But in my honest opinion, this is the best way to get rid of the bad actors. This is the best way to get rid of the scammers out of the market. Get them out of here. We don't need them in the space. And great projects, great companies like crypto.com, Crow, TONIC, VVS will survive, okay? We've seen it in the charts, how well they're holding up. I'm telling you guys, this huge accumulation that we're getting on TONIC, this huge sideways movement, it's just a slingshot ready to explode, guys. It's an absolute slingshot ready to explode. My apologies, I was trying to get my channel pulled up so you guys could take a look. 2,220 subscribers. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys. Support all my previous videos as well. It really helps the channel out. I can't thank you guys enough for the support. Also, if you can, leave a super comment, a super thanks in the comment section, and also become a channel member, right, for early updates on all my videos. I may potentially give you guys buy signals on other altcoins if you're interested, and I'll give you guys shout outs in all of the future videos as well. One thing about TONIC though is that the project continues to grow, the holders continue to grow. Let's take a look at the Explorer. Let's let that load. And even the followers on Twitter, almost at 60k followers, man. Someone in my Twitter tweeted at me from Dashu. What up, bro? I'm liking the vids. Been watching them for a while now. Keep it up. Only getting more exposure with your vids. And I reply, thanks so much, fam. Appreciate the love. We're gonna send TONIC to the moon, and that is a fact, okay? We're gonna send it to the moon. Dashu, yes sir, it's a sleeping giant. Next bull market will be insane gains, and that is a fact. You know, honestly, right? Because of everything that the team has done and the team have developed, plus the strong community that TONIC has, one of the best communities ever, right? It is positioned, it is in one of those places to be a super successful project in the future and go absolutely bonkers in the bull run with its use case, its utility of lending, borrowing, and potentially the insurance fund that is incoming, right? I'm telling you guys, a lot of institutional investors just may fall in love with that insurance fund that the TONIC team has planned. I'm telling you guys, man. Look at the addresses, 36,438, almost at 37k addresses. Bit of a tongue twister right there. So everything about TONIC continues to grow. And now we're going to take a look at the Silvergate video. Silvergate insolvency would be a fresh crisis in an already fragile crypto ecosystem. This is what caused the dump in Bitcoin. Never heard of this company before, but you know, companies are continuously failing, right? But don't worry about it, guys. DeFi is here to stay. This is just gonna create more chop in the market for the rest of for midterm, but long term, midterm, short to midterm, we're gonna have a lot of chop. But long term, this will, vehicle is passing, my apologies guys, but yeah, so short to midterm we're gonna have a lot of chop, but long term, TONIC will blow. Okay, let's take a look.
All right, it's time for today's check. Let's get out to Deirdre Bosa for more on the drama and saga that is Silvergate Capital and its very, very bad, no good week. Deirdre.
Very bad, no good indeed. So let me put this in context. If FTX was the biggest exchange to fall, Genesis, the biggest lender, Silvergate, may now represent the potential failure of the banking piece of crypto. And
wow, so the biggest banking piece of crypto is about to fall.
It kicks off a fresh new crisis in the space. Shares absolutely plunging this week after the bank said it had to delay the release of its annual report and was evaluating its ability to, quote, continue as a going concern. Now, insolvency would be a fresh crisis in this already fragile
So insolvency for Silvergate would be another reason for us to have that dump. All the bears must be super happy about that. They're salivating right now. Like, yes, dump the market. Bitcoin to 10K. Yes, send it down. They're not going to get it. I really don't think so. I think we've been through the worst of what we've gotten. And the Bitcoin dump that we saw is more than likely. We could go lower. Okay, I understand. We could definitely go lower. But that Bitcoin dump that we got, you know, was triggered by Silvergate, so it obviously caused Crow and Tonic to dump as well.
Ecosystem rippling across the sector anew, and that is because Silvergate, it has functioned as the so-called rails of crypto, connecting the U.S. crypto industry with the traditional financial system. So it plays a major role here, and major players on all sides, they are now quickly pulling away from that infrastructure. Circle, Coinbase, Paxos.
Wow, so Circle, Coinbase, and Paxos. Circle is USDC. We all know Coinbase. And they're now pulling away from Silvergate because of the collapse that is happening to the company.
Crypto native side, JP Morgan on the traditional Wall Street side, which yes, covered the bank, now readjusting and downgrading its rating to underweight and withdrew its price target. This all raises the question yet again, how many more dominoes are there to fall in the crypto space, and how much more money can be lost? Well, still a lot. One corner that I have watched and questioned very closely over the years is stable coins.
Stable coins, man. We saw what happened with Luna and USTC. A stable coin collapse, Tether, USDC, DAI, that would be horrible, okay? That's when the bears could be like, okay, yeah, we're getting our 10K. Screw you bulls, we're getting the 10K, but I don't believe we're getting. My instincts say we're not going to 10K, man. Most we fall back down to is maybe like 20K, 19K again, and then we continue up. That would probably be the last drop that we see, the last big drop that we see, right?
Its entire value is derived from confidence, a belief that one circle or one tether, one USDC or one UST is worth $1. Now, amid the many crises of confidence in crypto, Tether, take a look. This is the largest stablecoin by market cap, some $70 billion. It has shown some cracks. You can see in this chart that it has unpegged from the dollar a few times over the last 12 months. Circle has remained relatively more stable, but as we await their long-promised audits.
Tether always had a lot of, you know, sketchiness about it. It was always so fishy when it comes to Tether, all the time, right? So it's been holding up this whole cycle. If Tether collapses, okay, the bears get 10K. I do think Tether will collapse in the future, but I think it's going to be the next cycle. After the next bull market we have, which would more than likely be the biggest, Tether is going to collapse, and that would be the ultimate collapse we've ever seen, right? If last year's market conditions were the worst, the next cycle's market conditions will be way worse than we've ever seen, guys. Way worse.
They remain vulnerable in a still very vulnerable industry, and Silvergate is just the latest to show that, guys.
So Deirdre, I guess, I mean, if you take a look at the way sentiment has played out here, we know that Silvergate has been a huge catalyst for this. If there is something else, if you're going to look at this, if there's something else to keep a close eye on besides those stable coins, how about the more established ones? We've talked a lot today about the Bitcoins and the Ethers of the world, and even they have been showing some signs that that relative strength that we've seen, that bull rush that we saw at the beginning of this year, starting to run out of some steam. Is this the beginning of this, or is this just maybe some churn and chop like we talked about in the last segment?
I still think it's chop, guys. I think this is just going to be some chop, man. It's just going to be a bunch of sideways now. We're going to be accumulating for the midterm, and then, you know, just keep building the slingshot until in the long term we let go of release the slingshot, let go of it, and then psh, crazy, bonkers, parabola.
Well, I think the failure of so many other tokens has kind of underlined in a way the legitimacy of a Bitcoin and an Ethereum. That's what a lot of folks in the industry would say. And remember, these are decentralized coins, and a lot of what we're talking about that is failing right now are centralized things. There's a lot of irony in that, of course. This is supposed to be a totally decentralized system, but that is why some would argue, at least the sort of evangelists would argue, that FTX and Silvergate and Genesis are all going down, because at the end of the day, these are centralized exchanges or banks or lenders. Tether.
And this is exactly what I've been saying about TONIC, guys. DeFi, decentralized finance, is the future. You see how much better TONIC is holding up compared to these large billion-dollar companies? Think about that. DeFi is the future. It replaces the old banking system that we have. Okay, my apologies for the vehicles passing, guys, but like I said, it replaces the old banking system that we have. TONIC is the future. The decentralized finance ecosystem is the future. It will absolutely take over.
There is that interesting one in stablecoins, because again, these are also centralized, but you could argue that they're the rails even more than a Silvergate, because this is how people get money in and out of different coins. As to the question of Bitcoin and Ethereum, though, Dom, to answer you directly, I think CHOP, who knows? There's so many more things that could fail in this system.
Yeah, I definitely think it's CHOP, guys, but even with Silvergate crashing, I don't think it's a big enough catalyst for, you know, it to cause Bitcoin to go dump completely, you know, and TONIC to dump completely as well. Don't believe the FUD. Don't, you know, listen to the beers. Trust yourself, guys. Trust yourself and your conviction. TONIC will absolutely crush it in the future. TONIC fam, Crow fam, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you can, please support with a super thanks comment, right? And become a channel member for updates on my future videos early and shout outs. Once again, thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.